Since 2010, CBS 11 and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes have honored the top high school football player from North Texas with the presentation of the Landry Award.
Jake Oliver,
Miles Garrett, Josh Hoover of Rockwall Heath High School.
It's an award inspired by Tom Landry's legendary character, a trophy modeled after his fabled fedora. Tonight, we honor the best of the best from the 2022 high school football season by recognizing the top student athlete from across North Texas with the Landry Award. The Landry Award presentation begins now.
Welcome to the 2022 Landry Award presentations. I'm Andy Adler here with Bill Jones. And Bill, this is such a special night.
It is. It's a labor of love for a lot of us. For 13 years now, we get input from high school coaches from all across North Texas, and we are honoring not only these players tonight, but their teammates, their coaches, their communities. It is a very special night.
And their parents.
That's right.
Which is a huge part of why they're here today. And you know what? We're ready to get things going, Bill.
All right, let's do that.
The trophy is a replica of Coach Tom Landry's trademark fedora hats, and tonight we will present it to the student athlete voted as the most outstanding high school football player in North Texas. The winner has been determined by votes collected from the public and the panel that includes members of our local media, plus former NFL and college football players.
The stars of tonight's event are the 5 young men who have proven to be outstanding individuals, both on and off the football field. And from left to right, here are the 5 finalists. Kevin Allen, defensive tackle from Everman High School. Owen Allen, running back from Southlake Carroll High School. Jackson Arnold, quarterback from Denton Geyer High School. Jalen Braxton, defensive back and wide receiver from Frisco Lone Star High School. And Jonte Cook II, wide receiver from DeSoto High School.
Okay, so Bill, there are 5 finalists, as you just named. And over the next half hour, we're going to get to know them. You know, we've also had a chance to get to know their parents. So let's start with a pair of those parents right now. Let's start with Jalen Braxton and his mom and dad. Family motto for success is simple.
Right place at the right time, doing the right thing all the time.
It's a philosophy that's helped Jalen tackle every challenge he's faced. And overcoming obstacles is something Jalen learned from the very start.
Jalen was a premature kid. You know, Jalen was on a lung machine close to 50 days. You know, when you watched him in that incubator on that lung machine and you watched him fight, you know, it hits a little different to see him at the age of 18 and go through this whole process and get to this moment, because it ain't been easy.
But Jalen makes it look so easy on the football field, and he carries that same attitude into each day.
He's never been discouraged about anything, and for him to actually be nominated for this award is just like a cherry on top.
His name is Jalen Israel Braxton, but you might hear him called by something else.
I've been calling him Wozy, like Wozy, because he gonna always make everybody that's watching him say, whoa.
Southlake Carroll running back Owen Allen started making a name for himself 4 years ago when he made varsity in his freshman year.
He's always been just a strong, tough kid. And that's
Big O.
Yeah, Big O.
Big O has made a big impact on the Dragon program. Not just because he's the school's all-time rushing leader, it's much more than that.
It's not what he's doing on the football field, it's how he's interacting with people, it's how he's going out in the world and representing himself. It's incredible.
The Landry Award has inspired Owen. He watched in 2018 when Southlake running back TJ McDaniel won the award.
And TJ was kind of his role model. You know, Owen wanted to be like TJ. And I remember when TJ won it and Owen talking about, that's so cool. To be here 4 or 5 years later and have Owen be a finalist for the same thing is really meaningful.
Jonte Cook II wears the #1 for the DeSoto Eagles football team, but he almost starred in a different sport.
Initially, we thought he was going to play basketball. We thought he was going to be a hooper, and she loved basketball.
It's indoors.
Jonte sets an example on the field and off it.
The bar is high. He set the bar pretty high. He's the captain of the team. He won homecoming king. Church-going young fella.
But his work ethic.
Work ethic, yeah.
He has an exceptional work ethic. I'm blessed to
be a part of it, to be his mom and to have been there, seen him go from, oh, you good, you all right, to, wow, like you are really good at this.
Just watching him grow from the little guy that he was to now, it's a blessing.
In Everman, Kevin Allen makes an instant impression.
The first thing I think of when I think of Kevin is huge. Now, he's my gentle giant.
Kevin isn't just a giant on the football field, he's colossal in the classroom as well.
Kevin has a 3.75 GPA. He's smart. It just showed him you're more than just some shoulder pads. You've got a brain in there. Your head's big. Use it.
Kevin also has a big heart, making a lasting impression on his parents and in the community.
Kevin literally took the shoes off his feet to give them to a homeless boy. He's like, he needed them and he gave them up. And I was like, you know, to have that kind of a heart, you know, that's not something you see somebody do every day.
What his parents do see is a bright future for Kevin.
Whether he's playing on Sundays or he's in a corporate boardroom on Mondays, I know Kevin's gonna give everything that he has to being great.
Loud is not a word you would use to describe Denton Guyer quarterback Jackson Arnold.
Because he's quiet. He's not terribly vocal and has never been. However, to see him, you know, take on this additional role of recruiting and you know, being a leader has been very proud of that.
Jackson grabs attention by the way he plays and approaches the game.
He's always been a child that we've never really had to push. It's because this is something that he just absolutely loved to do. So I don't even know that proud would even be the right word for it. You know, this is just beyond anything we ever thought he would ever accomplish.
Jackson leads by example for his teammates at Denton Guyer, and he sets a great example for younger kids in the Denton School District.
He's mentoring these kids over here at the elementary school, reading to them.
He knows what's expected of him, and he always strives to go above and beyond what's expected of him.
We're so happy to have all the parents here. Congratulations on raising such outstanding young men.
You know, this year's winner will join some of the best players in Texas high school football history. The Landry Award started in 2010 when Alito's Jonathan Gray won the award. He won it again in 2011. He's the only two-time winner of the trophy. Miles Garrett of Arlington Martin won the award in 2013. He currently plays for the Cleveland Browns, of course, after being the #1 overall draft pick in the 2017 draft. And Kyler Murray won the Landry Award in 2014. Murray, the starting quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals, and won the Heisman Trophy while at Oklahoma. Here's a look at the list of all the past winners. Last year, Josh Hoover of Rockwall Heath was named the winner. Josh is a freshman on the college football playoff-bound TCU Horned Frogs football team.
But here's a question. Who is going to be joining the list of Landry Award recipients? We're going to answer that question in about 15 minutes. But first, we're going to announce the winner of the Landry Coach of the Year Award. Landry Award ceremony continues right after this.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes is our proud partner in creating and presenting the Landry Award. Over 50 years ago, Tom Landry's involvement in the FCA helped cement the organization's foundation as a major influence on local athletes and coaches of all ages.
It was really his passion, the FCA was. We've heard the expression many times in reference to him where his priorities were faith, family, and football, and they really were. That's what he lived. And I think the FCA epitomizes that.
Welcome back to the Landry Award presentation. In addition to honoring the top high school football player from the DFW area, we are also presenting an award for the Coach of the Year from the North Texas region. Here are the finalists for the 2022 Coach of the Year honor. Marcus Gates of Dallas Madison High School, Mike Alexander of Grapevine High School, Bill Elliott of Salina High School, Chad Rogers of Tioga High School, and Greg George of Mansfield High School. And the 2022 Coach of the Year is Mike Alexander of Grapevine High School. Congratulations, Coach. He joins us now from Mustang Panther Stadium. An 11-2 season for the Grapevine Mustangs, a district championship, 2 playoff wins. What does this award mean to you, Coach?
Wow. That's unbelievable. Wasn't anticipating that. It means a ton, you know, because I feel like it's acknowledgement of what we try to do here, which is bring faith, family, and football together. Man, I'm just really, really humbled right now. Wow.
Mike, your wife Mandy is principal at Grapevine Middle School. How much do you as a couple look at this as your calling, investing in the kids in Grapevine?
You know, we've always believed that God's placed us here to love our family and grow our own kids up, but to also do that for the kids that we coach and teach. We just want kids to feel that they're loved and want kids to know that they have a place in this world and God's created them special.
Well, congratulations, Grapevine head coach Mike Alexander, the 2022 Landry Award Coach of the Year.
Thanks, Bill.
So before the pros, before college ball, it all begins in high school. For the past 13 years, we've been honored to honor the best of the best, and that includes you right here. Let's meet one of our 5 finalists, defensive lineman from Everman High School, Kevin Allen. And Kevin, it's so good to talk to you. It was so good to talk to your parents. And one of the things that they said that stayed with me, because this award is also about the character, and that is that you gave a homeless young child the shoes that you were wearing. What is it that compelled you to do that?
Well, we were on our way to church that morning, Sunday morning, and I seen him on the corner asking for a change and stuff, and I noticed he didn't have any shoes. He was walking around in his socks, and I just felt like, man, I'm going somewhere where I know I got more shoes at home, so I know he might not have it, so I just gave him up.
Your mom and dad call you the gentle giant. I happen to agree with that, but you are tough on that field. What do you think is the best thing about your game that you have to offer?
I feel like just my toughness. I get after it every play. All 4 quarters, and I'm never going to give up, no matter what the score is, no matter what the situation is.
So listen, in about 5 years, let's check in together. Where do you see yourself quickly in 5 years from now?
Somewhere doing something good.
Somewhere doing something good, maybe on the football field?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. All right. We continue our introduction. Bill, I'll send it over to you.
Yes, and we've got Southlake Carroll running back Owen Allen, who has been a Dragon virtually all his life. Dragon youth football is so huge in Southlake, and you started playing when? About 3-4 years old, something like that?
Yeah, if not before, yes, sir.
In fact, the rivalry with one of these other Landry Award finalists, Jackson Arnold, who was a Lantana Wildcat, you went and you played against him in the playoffs this year, but it goes way back with him, right?
Most definitely. I mean, that team was no joke then. It's no joke now. But it's funny, you know, my last game as a Dragon ended up being against someone I got to play growing up, and kind of came full circle.
All right, a 4-year starter at Southlake Carroll. That is very rare, especially at the running back position. You got inserted in the starting lineup as a freshman. When you look at your career, what is it that stands out the most? What's the most special thing about your career?
I think, you know, a lot of, you know, my circumstances as a freshman was just, you know, up to luck, and I tried to make the most out of it all 4 years up until now, and I'd kick myself if I didn't mention my O-line, so I'm going to go with all 4 O-lines, you know, whoever was in, but those 5-6 guys that were in whatever group that was, I'm going to go with them. That's what made me special.
So they are the parts of these numbers. Check out these numbers. This year, Owen ran for 2,100 yards and 37 touchdowns. In his career, ranked 17th all-time in Texas high school football history with 7,700 rushing yards and 120 touchdowns. But it's pretty special being a Carroll Dragon, isn't it?
Most definitely. I mean, those numbers, you know, they're special to me because they're mine, but they wouldn't be as special anywhere else. And I have a lot of years of tradition to thank for that.
All right, Owen Allen, running back from Southlake Carroll High School, one of our 5 finalists for the Landry Award.
All right, Bill, we're only a few minutes away from the presentation of the iconic Fedora Trophy. But first we introduce you to the remaining finalists when your presentation of the Landry Awards continues. Welcome back to the Landry Award presentations. Let's head over to Bill Jones, who introduces us to our next finalist. Who you got there, Bill?
Yeah, we got Jackson Arnold, the quarterback at Denton Guyer, the Guyer Wildcats. But just like what I mentioned with Owen Allen, who's been a Dragon virtually all his life, yes, Jackson Arnold was a Lantana Wildcat before he was a Guyer Wildcat. I didn't ask Owen how things went when you squared off with him back in 4th, 5th, 6th grade? Was it pretty even on the field back then, youth football?
We won every single time, but it was there were still good games.
Still some good games. All right. And much like Owen Allen, here you were as a freshman at Geyer High School, state championship game against Austin Westlake. Eli Stowers goes down with an injury. You get inserted into the state championship game as a freshman. What was that like?
Obviously not ideal. Little to none preparation time for that game, but honestly, I'm very thankful for that experience. It kind of molded and shaped me into the person I am today. So super grateful that those coaches had that trust in me.
Well, the numbers for Jackson Arnold leading Geyer to the state semifinals this year, combined running and passing, nearly 4,400 yards, 57 touchdowns. So how far have you come since that freshman year at Geyer?
Safe to say I've come a long way since that state championship game.
All right, and you have committed to the University of Oklahoma, going to sign with OU next week. What was it about OU that sold you on the program?
I just love the coaching staff. The people they brought in, like Coach Levy and Coach Venables, just absolutely love the staff.
All right, congratulations on being a finalist for the Landry Award. Jackson Arnold from Geyer High School, Andy.
Okay, I want to introduce you to our next finalist, Frisco Lone Stars, Jalen Braxton. Jalen, you are a straight-up double threat, defensive back and wide receiver for the Rangers. You know, this season was not easy for you guys, but in a lot of ways, it was sort of an opportunity for you to show your leadership. Tell me about that.
Yes, man. We had a lot of players go down at the quarterback position, really all over the field, and it just made us step up, especially me being a both-way player. I had to step up even more than I needed to. And it just helped me get out my comfort zone, really, and speak up and lead the team.
I feel like, you know what, speaking up and your delivery is what you want to do in the future. You want to sort of do what we're doing here, what Bill and I do.
Yes,
so I want to give you a little opportunity to do that right now. So I want you to tell us what you are feeling and seeing here at the Landry Awards and what it means to you. I want you to put on your anchor hat right now.
I'm just seeing, I get to see, how the news stuff is really set up, how everything really is, and it's pretty cool. I didn't really know it was like this at all, so I'm glad to be showing all this information and stuff back here, too.
I like, by the way, I like how you sort of referenced the camera there. You do a good job of that. I feel like you deserve a nickname, maybe like Wozy. Your dad called you that.
Man.
Why did your dad call you Wozy?
He been calling me Wozy my whole life since I was 4 years old. He just always says, the reason behind his story calling me Wozy, he says, I'm going to always do something to make you say, whoa.
Whoa. Your bow tie makes me say, whoa. And I feel like your future will make us say,
yes,
whoa.
Ma'am.
Big things ahead. And I just asked one of your buddies over there, and I was like, listen, what do you see in the next 5 years for yourself? Where do we see you in 5 years? And I hope to interview you. What are we going to be talking about? What will you have accomplished?
In the next 5 years, I will be playing in the NFL, and I will be one of the top corners in the NFL.
I like to hear it, and Wozy, I like the nickname. I think that's going to stick. Thank you for your time. Congratulations on being a finalist. And you know what? In just a few minutes, Bill, we're going to have a lot more. Bill, who you got over there?
Well, we've got our 5th finalist for the Landry Award, Jonte Cook, the 2nd wide receiver from DeSoto High School. And this is what stands out about Jonte tonight. He's the one guy who's still playing football games. He's playing in a state championship game for DeSoto U on Saturday. How special has this season been, Jonte?
I mean, this has been it's been super special, man. Me and my other fellow seniors, we always knew that this season would be like this. You know, Coach Mathis, he's just been preparing us, since 7th, 8th grade, honestly, since he came back into DeSoto. And we just put in the work, and, we're trying to go get that trophy.
And like Owen Allen, like Jackson Arnold, Jonte is a longtime DeSoto Eagle, going back how far?
3rd grade, actually.
And that's where you got the dream to play for the DeSoto Eagles? What was it about it?
I mean, back at that time, it was like Dontre, Dez, all of those guys.
As White, Dontre Wilson went to Ohio State.
And I was just watching it, and it was just mesmerizing to just see how fast and cool and just how good they were. And I just knew that was going to be me one day.
Okay, after playing in the state championship game on Saturday, you're going to be signing next Wednesday with University of Texas, right?
Yes, sir.
What sold you on the Longhorns?
I mean, it's really just Coach Sarkisian and the guys that he have around him. The University of Texas is a beautiful place. Austin is a beautiful city, and I just love everything about it.
And Jonte also, like Jalen, wants to be a sportscaster someday. So toss it back to Andy here, okay?
Andy, back to you.
Absolutely nailed it right there. Thank you, Jonte. In just a moment, well, we're going to have the moment that you've been waiting for since the beginning of August, since the season began, the trophy presentation of the Landry Awards to one of the 5 finalists. But first, a short break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Landry Award, and tonight we are honoring the top high school football player from North Texas as voted on by the public in our esteemed voting committee.
Do you know what I have in my hand?
Oh, you got the announcement right there, I bet, huh?
It is the moment we have all been waiting for on behalf of CBS 11 and TXA 21 and the Greater Dallas-Fort Worth Fellowship of Christian Athletes. It is now time to announce the winner of the 2022 Landry Awards.
Oh, the tension is right there for the 5 finalists over there.
This is like the Oscars, and I'm like very excited.
That's
I'm going to read this. Ready, guys?
Okay.
The Landry Award for the 2022 season recognizes Jackson Arnold of Denton Guyer High School for his outstanding performance and for his sportsmanship. Congratulations, Jackson. Very exciting. Congratulations.
Come on over here, Jackson.
Over here.
You're the center of attention right here. And here's the trophy right here. And I understand it's almost as heavy as the Heisman Trophy. I understand that. All right, so what does it mean to you to be the winner of the Landry Award, especially when you consider all those who have won it in the past? You saw earlier in the show the likes of Kyler Murray, Myles Garrett, and many others. What does it mean to you?
Yeah, as you said, a super prestigious award. Being in the company of Kyler Murray and Myles Garrett's super awesome, super impressive.
So here's the thing. Your parents are talking about you, and they said, you know what, you're not going to be the loudest guy in the room. But I know that right now you're excited because you know the future is bright. So tell us a little bit about what you hope to accomplish.
Just want to be a part of I want to help Oklahoma be a successful program as it has been in the past, and just kind of elevate that success, hopefully to a national championship.
You know who's right behind us?
We have a couple of people who are watching, and now they are here. It's an emotional moment for the Arnold family, and Mom and Dad are here. And go ahead and give them a hug. Yeah, there you go. All right, congratulations. Yeah, it's great. Well, let's ask Mom and Dad how special this moment is.
You know what? They said that to me backstage, and I'm like, he's answering. I
think that, you know, it's a collective effort, because in order to get to this point, it's the parents who have such a big part of it. So I know you guys are feeling it. Dad?
This is a big award. Very, very proud. Tom Landry was a fantastic individual. We're just super excited, very proud of him, and congratulations to the other 4 young men. You guys have had great careers, and good luck this weekend.
All right. You know what? We appreciate it. Final one word from you. One word to describe this moment.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Congratulations to our winners. Thank you for joining us. The future is bright. That's going to do it.